morally it's wrong what they did. Forget anything else. What they did was morally wrong. You don't have, listen, anybody that's defending this, I have to question your morality. If someone told you that you have a job and you go and they say, hey, listen, you could go tell your family and your friends that you have the job, and you go and announce it to your family and friends, and then a month later, that same job tells you that you're not hired. How do you think your family is going to feel? So when you say shit like, oh, well, you got to understand the show business, fuck that. Fuck that. Because it's morally wrong what they did. You don't set him up for him to go and tell everybody and then tell him to tell everybody again that he's not hired. All right, man, Torture Talk. Like, share, subscribe to the page. Today is a dark day. So I decided to do podcasts with the lights off a little bit. I just wanted to see actually how it looks. Because I think some of my videos be a little bit too bright. But I want to see how this one looks. And it looks pretty good. I might go back to the other way. But so far I like this one. So I'm going to probably go back and forth and then compare the two. But anyway. Continuing with the James Gunn and Peter Safran debacle. You know what I'm saying? About them getting rid of Henry Cavill. I totally believe that this is going to have a lasting ripple effect on DC. It's kind of like when DC lost Christopher Reeve, everybody was upset. Everybody. And, you know, when we lost him, as in, you know, once he got into that horrible accident, everybody was upset. Finally, they come across a Superman who is actually probably more of a Superman than Christopher Reeve. And what happens? He had, 3 movies, I believe? 3 movies he was in? Yeah, 3 movies he was in. And he gets screwed. So let's look at what he said on his Instagram. I didn't show this yesterday, but you guys can read it for yourselves. Go ahead. But the line that sticks out to me the most in this, the line that sticks out to me the most is this line. After being told by the studio to announce my return back in October, that's the line that sticks out to me. So let me get this right. This was literally a month ago. The studio told this man to basically say, you're back as Superman. They had an agreement. James Gunn comes in and fucks everything up. Listen, I'm going to do it. You know, I'm not even going to say it. I'm just going to do it. But this is what pisses me off about the fans who are saying, hey, well, you got to understand that's show business. You got to understand that's just how it goes. You got to understand this is what they do. No, this is not what they do. This is not what they do. There's plenty of movies that are horrible that got sequels. You're telling me that you could not have made a final movie with all the characters in the movie. There's so many different ways they could have went about this. This is the bitch ass nigga way to go about this. Basically deleting or restarting the whole universe. Now, I seen some people saying, well, this is a good idea. The DC is all fucked up over there, so it's a great idea for them to just reboot it. Shut the fuck up. It's not a great idea for them to reboot it because all the fans that was invested in these characters are going to leave, dickhead. They're going to fucking leave. So when you say, oh, well, they should have just did this or they should have did that, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Not trying to hear from y'all. I seen some goofy ass motherfucker gonna say, oh, well, to be fair, Suicide Squad James Gunn movie was better than every DCEU movie anyway. I just clicked off the video. I felt like throwing my fucking phone. Are you kidding me? It was okay, but for you to say that it's better, it was better than every movie. Come on, bro. Get your goofy ass out of here. I just clicked off his goofy ass. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking goofball. But this is what I'm saying. You think that the fans are upset now. I've seen people who are really not even that big of fans. I've seen Marvel fans upset about this. Literally Marvel fans were saying, yo, this is fucked up. Marvel fans. So when you say, oh, it's okay, maybe they should reboot it. No, they should have finished Zack's story, then rebooted it. Everybody's waiting for Darkseid. How you gonna build up a universe to what? You're gonna take 10 years? Listen, like I said yesterday, comic book movies are on the way out. Unless they do something that's amazing. You think James Gunn is going to do something that's better than Zack Snyder's Justice League, Man of Steel, BVS, the extended edition? No! He's not. Not at all. He's going to do something mediocre. And if he don't do something mediocre, it's going to be probably a little good. But none of his movies are excellent. Now, I'm not shitting on James Gunn. I'm just saying what I believe about his movies. I'm going to say this. I thought that the DCU was in good hands because I felt as though he was going to continue the story. But he didn't. Now you got fans who are upset. I've seen people literally crying. Here's my thing. You said that you were going to do things for the fans. You know that Henry Cavill is a fan favorite. You could have easily said, we're going to do 2 Superman movies. One is going to focus on the younger years of Superman. Simultaneously, we're going to be doing another Superman movie that is going to be focusing on Henry Cavill and where he go from here. That would have been dope. I'm going to tell you what I believe that they should have did. This is what I believe they should have did. I believe that what they should have did was they should have continued the Snyderverse, right? Or kept going with that because that's what people were asking for. right? People was asking for that. They should have continued that. Maybe somehow reshot some of the Flash and had a new Superman, because there are different multiverses, had a new Superman interact with Henry Cavill. And then they take it from there. That's what they should have did. But to do a reboot, like I said yesterday, I'm not on board for that. Let's just get that out the way. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they should have did. I'm just going to be honest with you, James Gunn. Nobody wants to see another version of Superman and Clark Kent when he's starting at the Daily Planet. Nobody wants to see that, homeboy. We need a Superman movie where he fights Brainiac, where he fights Darkseid, where he fights whatever super villain that is on his level. We need that. We don't need another Clark Kent meeting Lois Lane shit, man. We don't need that no more. Why the fuck would you be making that? That makes no sense. It's when it comes to DC, it's one thing I can say about Marvel, right? Even though Marvel does that, but they had a plan and they stuck with it, right? They stuck with their plan. But this is the thing about DC. Zack Snyder tried to build this world where they basically could have competed with Marvel. Because I believe that if they would have kept going with Zack Snyder, it would have been over for Marvel. That's what I believe. People say I'm wrong or whatever, but I think at the peak of Marvel is the reason why Marvel was so, I'm not even going to say good. I'm going to say the reason why Marvel was so unique at the time is because they appealed to family. DC was known as the dark comics, basically like the dark movies. The age we're living in now, or where we're living at now, Marvel is over with. Let's just get that out the way. People don't want to see that no more. People want to see what actually happens with Zack Snyder's version of Justice League. Me personally, BVS, Man of Steel, BVS, Extended Edition, Director's Cut, whatever you want to throw in there, and Zack Snyder's Justice League is better than the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe. Those three movies is better on every level. Creatively, everything. CGI, everything. Action, everything. Storyline, everything. That's what I believe. Because to me, it was an extremely, almost damn near perfect adaptation of what happens in the comic books. That's what I wanted to see. That movie's going to stand the test of time. Most Marvel movies, a lot of y'all say they're good, but 95% of y'all will never watch them again. The only one y'all probably watch is Endgame or fucking the Infinity War. That's it. Maybe Winter Soldier. But the rest of them, y'all not watching those movies no more. You're not going to watch none of the movies no more. But I guarantee you'll watch Justice League, all 4 hours of it. I guarantee you'll watch BVS, the most polarizing of them all. And I guarantee you watch Man of Steel. I see 1,000 clips of all Zack Snyder's movies, BVS, Man of Steel, and Justice League on YouTube, on what's it? I don't never see, and I'm in all of these groups, I don't never see nobody posting any shit from Marvel except the ending fight of Endgame. That's it. They don't post nothing else. Nothing else. So that's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. I look at it like this. This is what I believe. And I think that Marvel, I think that DC has put themselves in a situation where it's them versus the fans, like how when Superman died in the comic books. This is that all over again. People were protesting. Of course, people are not going to go protest because protesting is done differently now. Now people protest by not just going to see the movie. They're like, I'm not watching that. I'm not supporting them. Morally, it's wrong what they did. Forget anything else. What they did was morally wrong. You don't have, listen, anybody that's defending this, I have to question your morality. If someone told you that you have a job and you go and they say, hey, listen, you could go tell your family and your friends that you have the job, and you go and announce it to your family and friends, and then a month later, that same job tells you that you're not hired. How do you think your family is going to feel? So when you say shit like, oh, well, you got to understand the show business, fuck that. Fuck that. Because it's morally wrong what they did. You don't set him up for him to go and tell everybody and then tell him to tell everybody again that he's not hired. It's morally wrong. I don't agree with it. So if you sit here and you tell me that you okay with people being morally egregious to you or morally wrong to you, and you sit back and take it, you a sucker. You a fucking sucker. That's it. There's nothing else to it. If you say to me, oh, it's okay that they did that, you a fucking sucker. If it was like this, if Henry Cavill said and came out and said, hey, listen, I don't know if I'm Superman, but we're working it out. The studio told me to tell my fans that we're just going to try to work it out. If things don't work out, then yeah. I would have been like, cool, if this happened. Now you're saying this. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not trying to hear that, man. Listen, don't give these studios the benefit of the doubt. Stop sitting around acting as if you don't have power. Y'all have power. Don't support it. If you don't agree with it, don't support it. I don't understand why y'all saying, oh, because I'm going to support it because I'm a DC fan. Yeah, I was thinking like that too about 3-4 months ago. So I realized that these producers and directors don't give a fuck about me or the fans. They don't give a fuck about the fans. That's when I said, I'm going to do what I think is best for me. And I'm not going to support it. Why would I support it? Because I'm a DC fan? Well, they don't support their fans. They're clearly asking for this man. And you get rid of him. For what? Hey, man, Torture Talk. You know what it is. Like, share, subscribe to the page. I'm out of here.